Yo, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another backtesting session video. Today I'm going to backtest the model that made me over 40,000 in payouts this month. As you guys can see, these are some of the proofs. And I also got moved to live on Lucid this month, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, I'm just going to backtest and show you guys the conviction I have in the market and also explain every single trade I take as much as possible. And yeah, I actually really enjoy backtesting and making content regarding backtesting. I know last video we did April of 2024. I'm trying to just go finish the entire year. So we're going to do May of next month. There we go. So this will be May's backtesting session. And yeah, let's get right into it. This will be completely uncut. I'll try to explain all of my trades as well in detail, just so you guys can see the conviction I have in the markets. So let's go to New York session right there. So this is New York open. Perfect. So on the daily chart, what do I like to see? So we can see that we are in a high time frame market maker sell model, as you can see right here. I don't know why this FX replay is lagging. There we go. So we are in a high time frame market maker sell model. We're expecting bearish PD arrays, and we're continuing to distribute lower to take out all of this low time frame or high time frame low resistance liquidity. We do have the daily wick still intact. Let me turn this on. Going onto the 4-hour chart, we are wicking inside of this 4-hour gap and respecting it, creating a rejection wick. So honestly, today what I want to see is we open in 9:30, we trade into another high time frame PD array, and we catch a distribution lower just to continue the bearish trend. So let's go on to the 1 minute and see what we are offered. I'm just going to play price. So we wick. Is there a 15-minute gap? There is a 5-minute gap. Is this 5-minute gap sponsored? It is sponsored on the high time frame. So this could be a Judas entry. Okay, we missed the Judas entry. That candle displaced way too hard. There was no way for us to catch that displacement. Let's also pull up ES to see what ES is doing. We are still continuing the trend bearish. But just letting price play out. We are now reacting out of a 15-minute gap, and we swept liquidity inside of it, so we potentially could trend bullish. This is high resistance, however, so I would avoid taking longs until we close above there. We are continuing a bearish trend. ES is almost taking this liquidity. I actually might. Is there a 15-minute wick? Okay, I might take this discretionary short. Reason being is 9:30 started the move. Okay, I'm going to explain this as much in detail on when to be discretionary. But obviously, as you can see, this will now be considered high resistance because this high reacted out of a 30-minute gap. We then generate a 5-minute sponsored where the Judas manipulates lower to then catch all of this low resistance liquidity. So we're given the PO3 framework of us generating liquidity pre-market. We then manipulate into a sponsored 5-minute. ES is also trending bearish for us to continue the trend lower and target all of this low resistance liquidity. We're also reacting out of first presentation, which is this fair value gap right here. So I'm pretty confident this trade will hit. I am going to take a discretionary short right here, aiming for a 1-to-1. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Right there. Perfect. So let's place the order. I low-key forgot how to do this. It's been a while. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I'm pretty confident in this trade. I actually might put it above the CE and then go for a 1-to-1. There we go. And then let's also monitor ES. We're about to take this low. So I'm expecting us to just flush right now. Perfect. And oh my gosh, don't tell me we get edge, bro. Okay, nice. So we deliver. This was a really good trade because you can assume that this is high resistance. There's no reason to also go break even because ES has no signs of bullishness, so we can then still expect us to distribute lower. We have tons of draws below all of this low resistance liquidity that we can take out. So super solid trade. Pretty easy trade as well, just a continuation short. Really good way to start off this backtesting session though. So let's go on to the next day. Remove all drawings. Oh my gosh, we just had news candle. That's probably news. Going on to the daily chart, I'm extremely bullish going into today. You can see that we react on the daily chart out of this fair value gap, and we're respecting bullish PD arrays now. We actually also took our high time frame low resistance liquidity objective. So now what there is left is high time frame LRL. We're also trending up to this daily unmitigated fair value gap. On ES, we are extremely bullish as well, trending up to this daily wick. The only thing I don't like is there's not really LRL built up to that wick, but that could be justified on the low time frame. So going onto the 15-minute chart, we can set this 15-minute as a condition. So let's just mark this out right now. I'm also going to try to mark it so it's clear, because I got a lot of comments saying I kind of go too fast, but I'll try to explain as much as possible for you guys. So going into market open, since I am bullish, I want to set a 15 or 30-minute condition. Since we have a 15-minute fair value gap, what I want to see is for us to trade inside of it and then catch a trend higher to these longs. I really like ES's structure as well. I'm going to turn this so it's all synced. There we go. So going onto the 15, so going onto the 1-minute chart, let's just play out market open. Perfect. We are trending lower. This is not a short I would take because there's no high time frame manipulation. I'm gonna just focus on NQ right now. I want us to hit this 15 for sure. So we're generating LRL. We take the draw without any retracements. So there was no valid entries there. Good fade on this short though. This short is definitely invalid. Because we're not trading into any high time frame manipulation, we could potentially get a mech model here. Nope. 5-minute sponsored. Nope. Okay, we get an extremely bearish candle. I think I skipped to too many candles right there. Looks like we are trending bearish now. This is a potential mech model. Am I confident that we are going to hit this low though? I'm technically taking a 3-minute inversion here. I do like the LRL being built up. We do have a 15-minute gap as an agreed upon DOL. This is a 3-minute inversion right here. Would I take this though? Let's go on to the 1-minute chart. So what did we do from 9:30 to 9:45? Well, we generated more low resistance liquidity for then us to manipulate higher, taking out that draw right here. We then open at 10 a.m. and we trade higher, but we're failing to distribute in bullishness. We're failing to make higher highs, and we're continuing a trend where we're targeting this low resistance liquidity. So now I'm expecting us to take that low resistance liquidity, and on ES we're trending towards this data wick. So okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a lot of background noise. But I'm pretty confident that we are going to trend lower because of the low resistance liquidity being built up. I will put my stop right here, aiming at this low resistance liquidity. This will be my break even, and targeting the 15-minute because it's an agreed upon DOL, right? For us to go higher, we have to trade in this 15-minute gap for high time frame manipulation. And for us to go lower, we're taking out this LRL and reacting out of the 15. So I'm really confident in this trade. Let's see if it plays out. Only thing that scares me is we were trending bullish, but let's see how it goes. Really good close. Okay, I'm expecting ES to now take this low and for us to start flushing. If we start chopping, okay, I will have to go break even soon because ES took that low. So now we have reason to continue higher. I will go break even here. Good break even. Might distribute, but yeah, super solid break even. So the reason why I went break even is because ES took that low, so we do have an SMT at the highs. We do tap into that 15-minute, but because I wanted a 1-to-1 RR, I failed to get that with this trade. Yeah, it was low-key impossible for me to get that 1-to-1 because we had a late entry, so you have to be cautious, and also because we're failing to distribute. You see that we're like chopping right here, and ES took that low. So now there's also reason for us to continue higher. So it's better to be cautious and going break even because you never know that what if we don't take all of this LRL, right? It's better to be safe, especially if you're taking a trade out of the trend, which is a reversal. So let's go on to the next day. Not too bad. Going onto the daily chart, what do I want to see? Well, we're trending towards higher highs. We do have a volume imbalance right here, so I'm keeping an eye on that. But I do expect us to continue this trend higher and to fill this gap on the daily time frame. Going onto the 4-hour chart, we have a 4-hour unmitigated below. ES is still trending higher. I'm pretty bullish today, to be honest. Let's go into the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart, we are in a 30-minute gap right here. So low-key, I'm expecting a 5-minute continuation right now, or for us to just continue pumping higher. Yeah, we're reacting out of this gap. Let's just play out price and see what happens. Okay, we trade back into the 30-minute gap. We're disrespecting it. Is there a 30-minute above? Nah, this is not a valid trade. So let's just play out price. We're probably going to dump though. Oh my gosh, we hold the, there's no shot we hold the 30-minute. Oh my gosh. Is ES trending bullish? I'm low-key confident in taking a 1-to-1 with this. Reason being is we have this accumulation, so I'm going to clear this out and explain this as much as possible. You can see that pre-market we generate accumulation orders right here for then what? The market to re-manipulate into that 30-minute gap right here. So we're now given the framework of distributing higher towards this draw above. I don't know where it went. Let's go in the daily time frame. We're lagging a little bit. There we go. This daily time frame, and then we also have a 15-minute intermediate high, I believe. Yeah, right here. So I'm now expecting us to continue the trend higher towards this gap. Going onto the 1-minute chart, I am confident in taking a 1-to-1 with this. We accumulate orders, so the market accumulates. We then manipulate into a high time frame to then give us reason to target the accumulation that was created pre-market. So super clean setup. I am going to take this for a 1-to-1. I also really like that displacement, but I will go for a 1-to-1. 1-to-1. There we go. So let's place the order. And let's also monitor ES as well. The only thing concerning me about this trade is we do still have LRL below, but I like ES's structure right now. So yeah, let's just take this. Oh my gosh, it didn't fill me, bro. Dude, that was such an obvious trade. Okay, I'm still gonna count it. I don't know how to. Bro, there's no way it didn't fill me, bro. Oh my god, imagine I get stopped. I'm still counting it as a win. I don't know how. Dude, that's actually fries. Dude, that's so cooked. Dude, I'm just gonna long. Bro, I'm just gonna press long and then just catch a TP, bro, so I can log the winning day. There we go. Okay, counting that as a win. Pretty obvious trade though. You can see that we manipulate lower into high time frame. We then get our 1-minute inversion. We are holding this high time frame manipulation, so what do you expect? We now can distribute higher, probably towards this draw above eventually. I don't know, but ES is also trending bullish. There's no reason to go lower. You can also see that ES is holding this LRL right here. So yeah, super clean trade. Pretty obvious trade as well. These are the types of trades I will take on my funded stack. So yeah, let's go on to the next session. But we're 2 for 3, I guess. We gotta break even. Dude, I'm actually so sad that that trade didn't get logged. But going onto the daily time frame, I don't really have a particular bias, but I am still bullish because we are holding this market maker buy model. We are trending higher towards this LRL above. Going onto the 1-minute chart, let's just play out price and see what happens. Let's go on to NQ. There we go. Dude, I can't believe that didn't fill me. I'm actually kind of upset, but it's whatever. So we are trending bullish on the high time frame. We can set this as a 15-minute condition. So if we remain bullish, price will trade into it and will continue the trend higher. If we are bearish, price will re-manipulate up and then just inverse this gap, and then we'll get a continuation trade where we can take out more unfilled for value gaps below. So yeah, that's what I want to see. I'm going to mark out this 15. Also looking on the 30-minute chart, we have a 30-minute for value gap as well. Okay, going on to the 1-minute. Let's play out price. We are distributing higher. I think we get this inversion though. Nah, it's not valid. 5-minute comp. Nope. Nothing I really want to see right now. 9:45 opens. We continue higher. Oh, I do like that we reclaim this for value gap though. Do I take a trade? Is there even high time frame manipulation? Dude, we're like in Narnia. Like, where are we, gang? Oh, we're in this 4-hour gap. Is there a 1 hour? Do we hit this 1 hour unfilled above? Let's see. Oh, we do, bro. Do we SMT? We don't SMT, but I really love the displacement on this candle. And then the reason why I also like this is because we generate low resistance liquidity pre-market. Market opens higher, we trade into that 1 hour, but we're still holding that 1 hour. So what do? We tap that 1 hour, we generate more sell side liquidity for us to trade at 9:45. We open high, low, close. So we're given the framework of the high time frame candle, printing out that high wick. So if you, okay, let me try to draw this out. So if you notice, this is like a high time frame candle, right? Let me draw the vertical line. So this is the high time frame candle, for example. Market at 9:45 opened, we print out that high wick, and now we're given the trade trend of taking a open high low close where price will now distribute lower. We also have a 15-minute unfilled below. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in this trade. ES is also trending bullish. Only thing I'm scared about is we're holding this sell side LR. But yeah, super confident in this trade. I will put it at the wick. Actually, no, I'm gonna go for a 1-to-1 this time, bro. We're not getting stopped out, buddy. Okay, 1-to-1. Okay, I'm gonna make sure my order actually fills this time because I'm gonna be so upset if it doesn't. All right, place order. There we go. I'm gonna drag it a little. Okay, I hope I get filled, please. Nice, I got filled. Thank God, bro. No way we get edged. Stop. Okay, I'm expecting us. I'm going break even. I'm expecting us to flush now. Easy. Ooh, clean trade. I'm pretty sure we do. Oh my gosh, dude, that was like by a tick, bro. But super clean trade. This is the framework you're seeing. So 9:30, we generate sell side liquidity. We then manipulate higher into a high time frame PD array. We hold this high time frame PD array. Not only that, we get a reclaimed fair value gap to then continue the trend to the unfilled fair value gap below. So yeah, super solid trade. Yeah, let's go on to the next one. Hope that made sense. I tried explaining it as clear as possible. But yeah, that was a super solid trade. Let's go on to the daily time frame. We are trading into this 1 hour for value gap. We generate buy side. Okay, we're literally just accumulating right here. Not really what I want to see, to be honest. So we're accumulating orders. ES is kind of holding bullishness. I'm just gonna play out market open. Okay, would this be a valid Judas? That is the question. It is not for sure. Even though we're probably gonna trend higher. Yeah, whatever, bro. Wrap it up. It's not valid because no high time frame manipulation. You're also in a 1 hour gap. I low-key want to catch shorts. We're respecting this daily gap though, so I guess you could justify it. But let's go onto the 30-minute chart. We're trading into this 30-minute gap right now. So let's see what happens. We could potentially inverse this 30 and then target the buy side LR. But let's go into the 1 minute time frame and just play out price. Okay, I like that we're rejecting. Low-key want to see 9:45. I'm gonna mark this out. Where is the vertical line? There it is. So 9:45 opens here. I'm gonna delete this so it's easier to see. We're trading into this 15-minute gap. So now this, oh my goodness. No, where did my session go, bro? Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Okay, we're back. 15-minute gap could be used as our condition. So going on to the 1 minute time frame. You guys also know this is uncut because I don't know how to use FX replay. We trade into the 15-minute gap. 9:45. Okay, this is really good potentially for shorts because it's the same framework as before, right? What did 930 to 945 do? We generate sell side liquidity. 945 opens higher, so we're now expecting an open high low close to potentially clear out that LR below. Let's see if we get an entry. Nope. Okay, now I'm expecting us to target this LR. Or we can just not get any entries today, which is also awesome. We trade into a 15, an even higher 15-minute gap. Wow, dude. Let's mark out the equilibrium of this range. So we're trading inside of premium. So this is the best option. This is the last opportunity for us to take shorts. This is technically a mech model going from external range liquidity to internal range liquidity, targeting this 5-minute unfilled. But let's see on ES, what are we doing? ES is not trending bearish yet. I would want ES to close below this low for me to look for any shorts. Yeah, we're just trending bullish. 10 a.m. opens higher. And we're just trending higher. Nice, bro. Okay, we closed below this fair value gap. ES is also trending lower. I like how we're holding this 15. We're holding the CE, I believe. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, this actually looks like a really good trade. I like how we're holding the CE of the 15-minute. Let's look on the 30-minute. Yeah, we're also holding the 30-minute time frame. 10 a.m. opens high, low, close. Let's also mark out the opening price. So that is the opening price of 10 a.m. We do have reason to continue lower. ES also looks extremely bearish right now. We can use this 5-minute unfilled as our break-even spot. Taking a look at ES. I am going to take this trade because it's backtesting. I normally don't take ERL to IRL trades. Going from external range liquidity PD arrays to this internal range liquidity. If this was like normally me trading, I honestly wouldn't take this trade. I'd probably fade it because what I want to see is if we're trending bullish, I want us to take a pullback. We trade back into equilibrium and then take a long. But right now we're taking a trade where we expand higher and then we're expecting a retracement lower. But this actually looks really solid on ES, so let's see what happens. And this is the good thing about backtesting as well. You can understand and visualize what you should or shouldn't take when the live markets actually happen. So yeah, let's just play out price. Okay, that's not what I like to see. Okay, really nice close. We're treating this as an order block now. So if we make a fair value gap right here, I am going to go break even. Not yet. Oh my gosh, I should have went break even. This might be our first loss of today. I can't lie. Oh my gosh. And the ES reacted out of the 5-minute. Yeah, I should have went break even, but it's okay. We're probably going to get stopped out. Really good trade though. The idea was super good. I should have went break even when ES traded into the 5-minute, but all good. This also shows you can never win every single trade. So yeah, let's go on to the next session or trading day. Let's go on to the daily chart. We are trending bullish. Okay, for today, I really want to see these highs get hit. We're holding that daily gap. You can see right here. Super good. Looking at the 4-hour chart, really good reaction. We also manipulate into this 4-hour gap and we're still holding it. Let's look on ES. What is ES doing? ES does not SMT, but there's really good LR above. We can use this 15-minute as our condition. We do have LRL built on the buy side, which is really good. Let's play out price. Okay, we're edging the 15-minute, which is not what I want to see. I would not take this trade. Really good fade. We're reacting out of the 15-minute right now. Okay, we're not holding the 15-minute gap. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, now I want to see continuation lower. Do we have a 5-minute? No, we don't. Yeah, we're probably going to trend lower. Okay, we do have a 5-minute gap right there. This 5-minute is sponsored by this 15-minute gap right here. Let's see. So this is our new condition. If this, then that statements, right? So what do I want to see in this gap? I want to see us continue flushing lower if we were to be bearish. Wow, we actually held it. Oh my gosh. 10 a.m. opens. Let's see what happens. Okay, we trade into a 15-minute gap right here. So we could potentially use this to take continuation shorts. Wow, we actually inversed it. That's crazy. Okay, we took out all the draws on ES. Is there a 5-minute unfilled? Okay, I'm pretty confident in taking this short. I cannot lie to you. But this is kind of bad structure. I can't lie. I'm going to fade this short simply because ES is extremely bullish. But let's see if it does play out to this 5-minute unfilled. I don't think it will, though. Yeah, good fade. It does after, but we get reswept. I'm actually expecting us to get a bullish continuation. I can't lie. I really like that structure. Remanipulate into this 5-minute gap. We have highs above. ES is also trending higher. I really like this trade. I am gonna take a 1-to-1 for this. 10-15 also open low high close. So I'm gonna explain this trade as much as possible, right? So we're holding this 15-minute gap, so this is still high time frame manipulation right here. So we generate then a 5-minute sponsored. So what did 10 a.m. do, right? 10 a.m. opens higher. We then generate buy side liquidity. We then open at 10:15. We open lower, trading into that 5-minute sponsored. We immediately react out of that gap, getting an inversion higher. I am going to go for a 1-to-1. And now we have opportunities to target these highs. Only thing is a little scary is we're reacting out of this 15-minute still, but ES is trending bullish. Really confident in this trade, so we're going to place an order. Hopefully it fills me. Nice. I am going to put this right here and using the order block. Nice. Really good reaction. I'm now just expecting us to continue higher, honestly. Nice. Super solid trade. Same framework. Really clean. You can expect that we will get a little retracement, but you can't expect us to actually take out this low simply because this is high resistance. Your stop loss is protected with a bunch of things as well, right? You can look, we have an unfilled gap right here. We're protected by an order block here. We have reason to continue higher. There's LR above. We're probably going to go up to these highs. Yeah. Holy, bro. Actually, really good backtesting session. Super solid trade. I don't know if it logged it, though. Did it? I'm going to check right now just to be safe. But yeah, super clean trades. Let's just check if it did. Okay, it did. Thank goodness. Nice. Well, really good stats right now. Let's jump back into this session. But yeah, also, dude, this month has actually been pretty rough. In August, I will say price action has been pretty difficult. We aren't really getting too many continuation trades, which is not really what you want to see. But yeah, you always have to try to adapt to the markets. One thing I did this year or this month was I lowered my trade frequency by a lot, right? I'm only taking A+ setups, only things that I'm willing to put risk on. Let's go on to the 1 daily chart. So I am expecting us to continue this bullish trend. This looks really good. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for supporting as well. Like, I genuinely have so much fun just backtesting. I think it's extremely beneficial as well, just for you guys to see. Let's go on to the 15-minute chart. So we are respecting this 15-minute gap. I still expect us to trend higher. Do we have a 5-minute sponsored? We do have a 5-minute right here. Let's just play out market open. Oh my gosh, we actually dumped like crazy. Reset. Okay. Okay, this is pretty obvious that we're gonna go long. We hold the 5-minute sponsored. I don't really like my stop loss though. Do I take this trade? It's a little risky. I really like the displacement though. Like, this displacement looks so good. I am gonna probably fade it just because I don't think I'd take it live market because the structure is a little weird, but I'm expecting us to just flush towards these highs now. Yeah, super solid. I was a little skeptical because this candle was so extremely bullish. But yeah, let's see if we get a continuation. 5 minute? Nah. We're probably gonna trend higher though, if I'm gonna be honest. Is there a 15 minute? Nope. Okay, we react out of a 15 now. So let's mark this out. I'm still expecting this daily objective to get hit. We generate LR as well. Do we close above? Nice. Nope. Okay, that's really unfortunate. Nothing I really want to see, honestly. The move was probably that Judas. But I'm probably not, I wouldn't take that on my live accounts because it's not really high time frame manipulation. Although this 5 minute is sponsored, the LR is really far away from this inversion. So not really what you want to see. It's kind of a gamble, honestly. There a 1 hour, 4 hour chart. We are holding this 4 hour gap right here on both assets. As you can see, potential longs, 10:30. It's low-key too late in the session. Yeah, let's go on to the next day. Not really any valid trades I wanted to see. The only thing I wanted to take was this 15-minute continuation higher, but then we disrespect this 15-minute gap and we failed to hold this 5 minute sponsored. So yeah, let's go on to the next day. Let's go onto the daily chart. We are trending extremely bullish. Look at that, bro. Going onto the 4 hour, we have a 4 hour below. Oh my gosh, I don't know why it always does this. Let me go back. There we go. Let's go on to the 15-minute chart. Okay, we are trending higher. We're holding this gap right here. Let's go on to the 1 minute. We trade back into that 15-minute gap. ES is still remaining bullish. Okay, we might take a discretionary long here. I cannot lie to you. 30-second. There is a 30-second gap. No, we don't inverse it. Yeah, we're probably going to go lower. Nice. Good fade. You can tell because look on the 30-second chart. We failed to inverse this gap right here. So we're continuing to respect this. Bodies tell the story. Wicks do the damage. So we're probably going to continue lower, taking out this LRL. So let's see if we get a fire entry. Let's go into the 15-minute chart. Not really anything I want to see, to be honest. So let's just play out price. Yeah, we're probably going to continue lower. Do I take a continuation short here? That is the question. I might take a discretionary short. I'm going to be honest. ES looks really good as well. We're holding this 1 minute gap. 1 minute first presentation. We have reason to continue lower. This might be a really discretionary trade. I like also how we close above this body. Yeah, I am going to take this for a 1-to-1. I'm expecting us to hold this. I can't lie. Because we're extremely bearish right now. Like incredibly bearish. But I'm going to mark out this 15-minute gap. This is also an agreed upon DOL. So for us to continue higher, we have to react out of this 15-minute gap and create a trade like this. But since we're actively taking out sell side liquidity, I am going to be discretionary and take the short to this 15-minute gap. So this 15-minute gap is an agreed upon DOL because buyers and sellers want us to react and get high time frame manipulation for them to know to go higher. But then also sellers want it because we are continuing the trend lower. So I'm pretty confident in this trade. Let's take this order. And yeah, let's play out price. I might put out the OB, but let's see. Really good flush. Not going to go break even yet. Okay, now I'm going to go break even because ES took the low. Good. Perfect. So this was a really good discretionary trade. We're actively taking out... Okay, I'm going to try to explain this as much as possible. We're actively taking out LR. So that's what you want to see. ES is trending lower. We're holding a 1 minute gap. And also, I believe this is a 2 minute continuation. Yeah, it is a 2 minute continuation. So 2 minute comp. There's a lot of things going for this trade, failing to distribute higher. So you stack all of these confluences together, and this is honestly what I always see in the market as well. Just expecting this low to get taken out. We also have an agreed upon DOL under. So yeah, super solid trade. Let's go on to the next one. I think I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 more trades, but I hope this was pretty informative for you guys as well. I am still seeing bullish on the high time frame. We're reacting out of that order block. We're holding high time frame PD arrays. If you look on the 5 minute as well, we're kind of generating a market maker buy model with this wick, but we can also take it out. So let's see, market opens. We are trading higher. Is there a 5 minute? Is this 5 minute sponsored though? Let's see what ES is doing. ES is trending lower, so this is a trade you would fade even though this 5 minute gap is sponsored, because ES is super uncorrelated. This 5 minute gap right here, yeah, it's probably gonna, I don't even know if it'll play. Dang, it actually does play. Wow. But you fade that trade 10 times out of 10 because ES and NQ are uncorrelated. ES was taking lower lows while ES was trending bullish. You can't gamble on the fact that ES will flip. Let's see if we do get any entries though. 10 a.m. opens. Let's see if we get higher. Ooh, I do like that reaction. We don't open a 15-minute gap. That kind of sucks. We're trading back into the 5 minute. Honestly, I'm probably not going to take a trade today. We're probably going to continue higher though. Yeah, not something you want to see. I'm going to probably get off this session because you have a data wick below, which is extremely risky to take a long off of. And ES was also trending bearish. Probably going to avoid this day. Let's go on to the next session. Going on to the daily time frame, we are still trending bullish. Oh, these highs look so good right now. Going to the 4-hour chart, we're holding this 4-hour gap. So now I'm expecting a 1 hour, 30 minute, or 15 minute continuation. We do have a 30 minute right here that just got opened. Also a 15 minute below. So I'm going to mark this as red so you guys can know. We displace up relatively bullish as well. Okay, this looks really good for longs because what did we do pre-market? We generate buy side low resistance liquidity for us to then target. So let's see if we do get an entry. We tap into the 30 minute. Okay, now there's a 15 minute below, but do we take a discretionary 30 second? Do we do this? I'm gonna wait for a change in state. Okay, I am going to take this for a 1-to-1. ES is also trending bullish. This looks really good. We react out of that 30 minute gap. This is pretty discretionary. I'm expecting us to clear out this LR though, honestly, because we're so bullish. So I'm outweighing the risk, right? The risk is we could potentially retrace into this 15 minute and then continue higher. But I'm expecting the fact that this is now high resistance right here, and for us to continue the bullish trend all the way up to this high. So yeah, let's set our order. Yeah, there's one of two ways this can go. But also I really like it because ES is holding bullishness. So yeah. Okay, that's not what I want to see. Probably gonna get stopped out here. We're probably gonna remanipulate. Let's see if we do get a re-entry though. Oh wow, we hold that 30. That's crazy. Unlucky. Let's see if we do get a reaction. Dang, we actually trend bullish or bearish. Okay, react out of that 15. This looks really good. This is one of the times I'm willing to take a... Yeah, this looks really good. I am going to take this trade. Because I still believe my idea is correct, we just had to get a more deeper retracement into this 15-minute gap below. But all good. We still have reason to continue higher. And what did 10 a.m. do, right? 10 a.m. opens. we generate a low, so we have an open low high close on the high time frame to target what? We generate even more low resistance liquidity to the buy side. So yeah, super confident in this trade now. I am gonna go for a 1-to-1. I'm expecting these draws to get hit, I cannot lie. ES looks really good. We're probably going to take these highs now. Yep, super convicted in that trade. Reason being is because what are we going to do, right? We manipulate into that 15-minute. Do you really expect us to now inverse this entire news gap? No, right? We're probably just going to continue the trend higher because what did today already do? Today already distributed lower. And when we distributed lower, we're failing to continue that trend. We inverse these gap, we're disrespecting bearishness, and now we're presented with an idea of continuing the trade. So yeah, super solid. Those are one of the times I would take a re-entry. I'm really strict about taking one trade a day. But when you have your ideas correct, and the only reason why you get stopped out is because we get another re-manipulation, then it is valid to take another trade. So yeah, super solid. Let's go onto the 1-minute chart. This is probably going to be the last trade, but let's see what we are getting offered with. We are trending higher. Honestly, I'm looking for shorts because we took out this daily wick. So let's see if we get any short entries. Okay, not really what I want to see. Is there a 30-minute? We do have a 30-minute gap above. So let's go into the 1-minute chart. We trade into that 30. I like that reaction for shorts. Low-key really bearish today. And we have LRL built up on ES. There's not really good inversions though. That's what I don't like. I'm gonna wait another candle. Good fade. Yeah, this is because we're not given any proper entries, and also we're kind of failing to distribute lower because ES is still holding LRL. So let's wait for price to give us more confirmation. We're taking a trend bullish. Oh my gosh, no way we just distribute like that. That's crazy. Let's see, on the 5-minute. No, there's no entries. Genuinely. This is just choppy PA. We're probably going to continue higher, but this is something you want to avoid. Yeah. Because there's no valid entries. We're probably going to trend to that data wick. Yeah, right here. But there's no valid entries on the low time frame. So yeah, let's go on to the next day. That was just a choppy session. Let's go into the daily chart. And you don't want to put capital or risk, especially because we're bouncing between two high resistant PD arrays. We have a data high above, and we're reacting out of a high time frame PD array below. So let's go on to the 1-minute time frame. Let's go on to the 15-minute chart. We are trending bearish. We inverse this gap. Yeah, I think we're going to continue this bearish trend. Do I take a discretionary short though? Yeah, we're probably going to go lower. Oh, wow. 15-minute gap, 30-minute. We're reacting out of this 30-minute. We're respecting PD arrays in a discount, which is what you want to see. I really love this reaction. Did we SMT? Oh my gosh, we did SMT as well. So we're SMTing with ES. We have reason to continue higher with all this LR built up. On the daily time frame right now, we're holding this daily gap, so you can now expect this to be our magnet in price. This looks really good actually. 930. Do I take this trade? I feel like we're gonna get remanipulated, but this is really good criteria wise. I'm gonna wait one more candle. Okay, I really like that reaction. I am gonna take a long here. I'm now expecting this to change into an order block. I don't like how ES is trending bearish though. Actually, I'm gonna wait. Oh my gosh, good fade. Really good fade. ES and NQ were uncorrelated at the time. We're trending bearish while NQ wants to deliver higher. So you want to wait for a resweep, potentially getting another trade idea right here. Okay, we're just chopping now, dude. um 30-minute gap. We're still holding it. I honestly think we're gonna go lower. ES is making higher highs. Nah, this is definitely a day you fade as well. Look at this price action. We chop and then we deliver higher, which is not what you want to see. Especially when we were uncorrelated right here. This was the trade I wanted to take. But yeah. Okay. Can we get a good trade to end off this session? Let's go into the daily time frame. We're still holding this daily gap, which is really what I want to see. So let's go on to the 4-hour gap. We're inversing this 4-hour right now. 15-minute chart. We do have a 15-minute condition. I really think we're gonna go bearish today. But let's see. Oh wow. We react higher. No entries. Wow. 5-minute. Nah, this is not a valid continuation. I might take a mech. Yeah, not really what you want to see. We're just displacing higher without any entries. Let's see what happens at 10 a.m. So we react out of this 5-minute sponsored gap. We're continuing higher. That's crazy. That's actually insane. Yeah, we've expanded too high now, to be honest, in the session. So we've had pretty bad PA for the past 3 days in this backtesting session. The first day we consolidated. Second day, both assets were uncorrelated. And then this day we just expanded. So you don't want to be forcing trades, especially if you don't know where price is going, right? But let's go onto the daily time frame. We tap into this 1 minute. Do we? Nah. We can use this 15-minute as our condition. Price reacts. We continue lower. I am going to take this 1-to-1. This looks really good. I'm expecting us to hold this 15-minute gap right here and for us to distribute lower. Are we in the CE of this gap? I think we're going to retrace into this gap. Yeah. We're not also tapping the CE. I'm expecting us to hit this gap right here. ES is also trending bearish. This is a pretty discretionary trade. 15-minute, I'm expecting this to be high resistance now. This to displace lower. I'm taking a discretionary 1 minute right here. So let's see how this goes. Super clean delivery. I'm now just expecting us to flush. Oh my gosh, no shot. Wow. Super statistical trade, to be honest. I expected us to flush because if you look on ES right now, we're actively taking out LRL. This is not high time frame manipulation as well. This is just a random low. So I'm pretty sure this is a really statistical trade. I'm not too mad about this short. I expected this 15-minute gap to hold the trend lower. So yeah, not at all a bad trade. But I am going to end it here. Super unlucky price action towards the end. But I hope you guys can see how I analyze the market and like the discretion I put on it. 70% win rate, not bad. Normally do better live, but overall pretty good stats. Oh yeah, these were technically wins. I don't know why I didn't register. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a lot from this backtesting session. If you guys haven't already, also feel free to join my Discord. I go over trade recaps every single day for free, as well as do giveaways. So if you guys just like, comment, and send proof into this channel, you're automatically entered into winning $100 that goes towards an eval. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time, and I appreciate you guys for supporting me.